Hey everybody, and happy Monday. So we're going to start off by taking a look at a couple of things that are open right now. And the first one is an Aussie CAD, Canadian dollar. As you can see, this is showing some profit, about 17 pips for both open trades. However, it has not hit its first ATR take profit yet. Now, normally I would just leave this alone because all of our indicators are still showing hold. However, later today and tomorrow, we have some Aussie news coming out. And VP suggests that if you have an open trade, however, it has not hit that 1 ATR take profit, then you should close your trade. So, even though I really don't want to, and it was just up at 22 a minute ago, I'm going to close it. I'm being good. All right, so there you go. So, closed both of those open trades. Both of them were about 15 pips in profit when I closed them. Okay, so let's look at the next one, and the next one is Canadian dollar JPY. All right, so here we go. So this one has been doing really well. You can see that I sold it here, but it's coming way back up, opposite. However, if we look at our indicators, okay, we see that super trend is still indicating a down. We are still well below the baseline. ASH is still down. BBPRC is below the line, and Heikinashi is also down. So what I have chosen to do is I have brought in my stop loss a bit because I don't want to lose a lot of those pips. So I have it on the top of the candle. And when this candle crosses over, I may bring it down even more. And that is going to be in about a half hour. But I want to see where it is. But just so you know, there's no indicators telling me to bring my stop loss in. I'm bringing my stop loss in only because if it continues to go up as it is, I don't want it to, number one, go back to break even without getting anything, and number two, I'd like to hold on to some of those pips. So that's what I'm doing there. Next one that is still open is Great Britain Kiwi. Let me pull that up for you. Okay, as you can see, this one is not doing so well. Whoa, Nelly. So I bought it here, and it is really going the opposite direction. It's down over 100 pips on both open trades. So if you see here, our ASH is still indicating up. Our super trend is still indicating up. And currently, the price has not closed below the baseline. So all of that is still indicating a hold. This one's kind of interesting here. This BBPRC looks like it is just crossing that line. I don't know that it has actually crossed it yet, and it could bounce back up, but I'm looking at that. Here's the thing, too, that that indicates to stay in. I mean, we still have, it's very small there, but we still have a blue Heikinashi. Even though it's very, very low, that is still indicating staying in the trade. But because that BBPRC is almost about to cross and our RVI has crossed, which, as you know, I use as a heads up indicator only, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this stop loss up to be at the bottom of this candle so that I don't lose too much there. Oop. Sorry, kind of hard to do here. Okay, so now my stop loss has been moved up, so I'll only lose 181 if that candle continues to go down. Of course, only 181. 181 times 2, mind you. So this is a pretty hefty trade. And because look at the take profit was almost 200 pips, and the stop loss was 300 pips. So yeah, but we are going to watch it. We are not getting out of it yet because our indicators still say to stay in. Another open one is our Kiwi CAD. So let me bring that one up for you. Okay, in this case, you can see that we sold it here. It already hit the first take profit, but it is, kind of inching its way back up again. It is still about, 27 pips in the positive. You can see that our super trend is still indicating a sell. This is still below. Ash is an agreement. Our BBPRC, is still showing down, and so is our Heikinashi. Okay, so I'm going to just let this one ride. This one will just have to hold, and we will see what happens. The worst case scenario is it breaks even and it doesn't make us any additional pips. But it's too soon to even think about moving the stop loss. And finally, we have the Kiwi JPY. Wow, so many trades and so little time. Okay, so this one is really doing well, but again, you can see that it's coming back up on me. But I still have about 237 pips in favor. So let's look at our indicators. First of all, our super trend is down, our price is way below, our Ash is down, our BBPRC is down, this is down. So we are letting this ride. Because there's such a huge gap, I could just let it ride, which is the normal rules. Normally you would leave your stop loss up here at break even and not exit until one of your exits tell you to. But I'm more conservative and I tend to like to pull these down just to save some of those pips. Now granted, if I decide to pull my stop loss down here, there's a very good chance that that price can go up, hit that stop loss, and then go right back down again. But it's a judgment call. And I think that's something that everybody needs to make. Do you take a bird in the hand or do you just let it ride? And I'm again going to wait another, looks like 23 minutes until the candle changes. And then depending, I may just pull that stop loss down to assure some of those pips. So that's what's cooking right now. Let's look at a couple of possibilities for new opens. The first one is Euro Swissy. Pull that up. This is an interesting one. Okay, you can see here that super trend has just moved. Oh, we're getting pretty high here though. Look at this. 39 and 47. This wasn't this high earlier. Super trend has changed. Our Ash is in agreement. Look at our BBPRC and our high. I mean, not that we look at these exit indicators for entries anyway. I apologize. We should be looking at our volume. And our volume is super big. So this one technically, let me see. Euro Kiwi buy, all good. It's going against the long trade. Now this ATR though, you can see the distance is 48 and the ATR is 39. I'm going to make a judgment call. Well, I shouldn't. See, here's where I need you guys to keep me honest. Rules say no. So I guess I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. Even though everything else looks good. Too far. All right. So take that one off the table. Let's look at Great Britain CAD. And let's see how, and this one is in the very same situation. Look at that. So we had a change in our super trend, our Ash's agreement. We've got great volume, but it has already gone too far. Oh well, so sad. So I guess no new trades for me today. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I know that it's an exciting week. It seems like there's a lot of news this week. We've got, like I said, Aussie on Monday and Tuesday. We've got CAD news on Wednesday and CAD news again on Friday. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, happy trading, and I will talk to you tomorrow.